34th Street South in our city. Since that double murder, our detectives have worked around the clock to try to solve that case. As you can see behind us, we've just concluded the arrest of the suspect in that case. Thanks to the help of our community, thanks to our detectives, thanks to members of our SWAT team, and thanks to everyone involved, this resolved in the most peaceful manner possible as the suspect finally came out in a peaceful manner and there was no incident in this arrest. This arrest occurred at the Bayway Motel, as you can see, 4400 34th Street South. At about 3:39 p.m. today, we received information from several citizens that the suspect in this double homicide was hiding at this location. Upon our arrival, we were able to verify that the suspect was indeed at this location. And over the course of the next several hours, we spent as much time as possible trying to get the suspect to come out and to give up. We also engaged in constant dialogue with the crowd that was here watching, a crowd that swelled to about 100 individuals, many of which were the family members of the victims of the double homicide. We were able to maintain peace. The crowd was very emotional. However, everyone is very happy with this conclusion. There's very limited information that I can say at this time, but I will be here to answer any questions that you all may have, if possible.
How was the suspect connected to
I'm sorry, you have to speak. There's a lot of...
How was the suspect connected to the victim?
Detectives are still trying to piece that together. We have a good idea, but that information I unfortunately cannot disseminate at this time.
What can you tell us about the suspect?
Okay, I can give you the suspect's name if you are ready. His name is Andre Watkins. His date of birth is 12/10/85. He is 35 years of age, and the charges are pending.
Can you tell us the type of effort it takes to cover something like that?
This was a very tense situation. Many of the members of the crowd, as I told you before, they were family members. They really want to take justice to their own hands. We had to pretty much hold them back to keep them from performing their own form of justice. However, because of our relationship with our citizens in St. Petersburg, they did listen to us, they trusted in us, and they believed that we could take him into custody, which we did. It's not an easy thing, it's very difficult, but we have to give credit to our citizens and to the police officers of St. Petersburg.
When and where did the double murder happen again?
It happened on Wednesday, just after midnight, in the 1400 block of 34th Street South.
And were both victims, were they killed inside of a car or outside or what? Can you speak a little bit more about what happened?
The information we have right now is the victims were inside of a vehicle when it occurred.
And can you also talk a bit about the process of just getting this suspect to come out peacefully, what that was like for what your officers had to do?
There's a number of things we have to take into account. First of all, as it gets darker, typically emotions will grow more intense. The longer this takes, emotions will grow more intense. The longer we're out here, we don't know if the suspect is looking at us, if there are individuals that are giving the suspect information about our tactics or our operation. So the longer we're out here, the more danger we're in a sense. But at the same time, we want to take our time and take every step to resolve it peacefully.
Did you find any weapons on him? Was he armed?
We're still searching. We're still sorting through everything right now.
Was there anyone else in the motel?
We were able to evacuate as many people as possible out of the motel before we approached it to make contact with the suspect. And I know there's a question over here.
How long did the whole process take from you guys were called to when he was contacted?
We were here since we first got the call at 3:39 p.m. today. I'm not sure what time it is now. We've been here several hours.
About 4 hours.
About 4 hours.
How much of a relief is it that, sometimes these go bad?
Mm-hmm.
How much relief is it that you did get yourself up?
In this day and age, there's been a lot of press about police and community relations. But I can tell you, by the grace of God, here in St. Petersburg, this is another example of how we work together in St. Pete. We're able to resolve this in a peaceful manner. That doesn't happen. It's unusual, I can tell you. This doesn't typically happen, but I think it's a credit to all the efforts of Chief Holloway and the members of our community to make sure we have a great communication line with our citizens. And I have Chief Holloway standing to my left as well. I don't know if he'd like to say a few words. Were there any other questions?
What, were you guys given a tip that he might be here? Was that?
We received a litany of phone calls and other information.
Does the suspect have a previous criminal record? Has he had a lot of money in this type of case?
Once we finish with the charges from tonight, we'll be able to provide you all a complete view of his criminal history, if any, and any other details.
How thankful are you to the community who did give out the information to bring this guy into custody?
It would be safe to assume that he would not be in custody today if it was not for the efforts of our community and the communication lines that are established between our community and our police department. All right. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Okay. Did everyone get the name of the suspect? Okay. And just to clarify, the Bayway Inn was evacuated. We got as many people out of there as we could. And we also shut down the major thoroughfare early, all those steps to make sure we could keep all bystanders safe before we approached with our armored vehicle. And could you hear the armored vehicle, what they were yelling? Come out peacefully?
I hear they were yelling something, but it was
Yeah,
hard to...
come out peacefully. So I think there was that effort to try to get him, and we had been trying to reach him throughout the several hours by phone and had been unable to get him to pick up.
Thank you. And then on the spelling on his name, just to make sure it's common spelling.
Andre Watkins, Watkins, and it's 121085.
Thank you so much.
Okay.